finally, on Monday night, it is Reading against Arsenal, 7-5. Anyone? Butler, how are we pricing this one up?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be 7-5. That's 100 to 1 shot. I don't think it's going to happen again. This is a massive, massive match for both teams, for obvious reasons. I think Reading will go in this game thinking, you know what, we've got no better time to avenge that defeat and beat Arsenal. I think the pressure, despite Reading being towards the bottom of the table, the pressure is all on Arsenal here. We talk about odds on aways. We say about teams, Manchester City going away, 4-6 Arsenal. Would you be backing Arsenal at 4-6 against anybody at the moment? The team that lost away at Bradford the last time out? I certainly wouldn't. I think there's goals in the game, and that gives Reading a real chance at 9-2. I think if you take the 9-2 now, you will be able to trade at a lower price. Remember, they got beat 4-3 against Manchester United, going out in front, at least going in the lead twice on that occasion. The draws are 3 to 1 shot, but on value, you've got to be looking at Reading, and you've got to be laying at Arsenal at 4-6. Would you be backing Arsenal at 4-6? I wouldn't.
Yeah, short price, and it'll be the same team, of course, that played against Bradford pretty much. There might be one or two doubts, but it's not going to be that much different, is it, from an Arsenal point of view?
No, I think the Butler's just hit every nail on the head. I think Arsenal will win the game at the end. But if you are trading, then they'll trade bigger than 4-6, and I think Reading will trade lower than 9-2. So I think everything that Butler's just said is 100% right. Yeah,
there's goals in the Reading team. Let's take a look at the speciality markets here. I mean, obviously the previous meeting in the Capital One Cup was over 2.5, over 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. We can go on. How do we see it this time, Butler?
Well, I mean, it's been a staggering amount of goals in this game. Not only that, there's been 4 goals in the last 2 league encounters between the two sides. So 16 goals in 3 matches whenever Reading play Arsenal at Majeski. Over 2.5 goals is the shortest on the coupon at 4-7. Over 3.5 goals is 6-4, and that is where I'm heading. I'm heading over 3.5 goals at 6-4. I think it's an absolute knocker of a bet. I can't see anything but goals. Reading will score. Both teams to score as well will be a decent price in this game, and a decent bet it is. And the half-time, full-time market, if you're looking for value, as I was saying before, I know a lot of people like the one team to be leading, the other team to be full. These two could be worth a bet. Reading at half-time, Arsenal full-time at 25 to 1, and Arsenal at half-time, Reading at full-time at 50 to 1. But I'm heading towards this one. Reading to take the lead at half-time, and Arsenal to come back. A 25 to 1 shout. I think that could be a decent bet. On the first goal scorer market, we'll have to see who plays for Arsenal. Giroud missed that gap. Disappointment. I'm sure we'll be back. Podolski 11 to 2. Will Walcott come back? 7 to 1 to come back. And will his head be right? Linked to loads of different clubs. Lafondra 19 to 2 for Reading. Pobregniak, who scores every time he shoots, he's 9 to 2 and 19 to 2. And Noel Hunt a 12 to 1 shot. I just think sit back and enjoy it. This will be end to end, and just get on that Reading at 9 to 2, because at some stage in that game that will be shorter.
Yeah, we can see a good trade maybe if Reading take the lead against Arsenal. Remember, they did just that in that Capital One Cup clash before Arsenal came out. Could be a Reading draw half-time, full-time. When it comes to those specials, we were looking at first goal scorer there. I mean, Walcott's a slight doubt, I think. Podolski, likewise. We think they both will play. I mean, Walcott has become a key player for Arsenal, hasn't he, Flash?
Yeah, but he's been a key player for a couple of years. I mean, you had RVB last year saying that 15% or 15 goals that he scored came from Walcott's feet. I look at this game and think we might just hear 1-0 to the Arsenal, because I think they need the 3 points that much. They need a clean sheet. They must. And they might get nervous about winning as well. So for me, I'd go for maybe 1-0, maybe 2-0 Arsenal.